Hey guys, it's MarshmallowGirl. Welcome back to the final time to Black Mirror 3. So I went through and I got all the extras just so I could show you guys, what was up. Now this one, instead of taking pictures, what you had to do, well, some of them you had to take pictures, but for most of them, you had to click on the ravens. So because I noticed the ravens and so I'd point them out a lot, but I never clicked on them because I didn't think I could because the cursor doesn't light up like it does when you click on other things. So my assumption was that they were just there for, ambiance. But that's not the case. You actually have to click on them. So this is the first picture. Can I click on the other one? I can't have to go back. It looks like it has like a TV in the middle in this one. This looks like a very much more like a modern setting. So I don't know if this was like their original intention or what, because there's no information given, unfortunately. This is picture 2. Again, just sort of kind of like a basic layout of what it was they wanted the game to look like. They moved the scaffolding over here, but I wonder if it's because it made that look like it was a place you couldn't go, when in fact you can go there. I don't think we ever saw this because this looks burned. Oh, you know what this is? This is Bates' room. At least I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Bates' room because this was the setup. There's the bookshelf. His bed was here, and he had his dresser back here. So I think this is what it's. So I wonder if originally you were supposed to be able to go into Bates' room, but it just never made it into the game. I don't know why these are so bright. Whew. Obviously, this was supposed to be the police station. They changed this around because there's no board here in game. You can actually go back there. It's where the cells are at. Oh, and they also don't have Samuel's picture up there anymore. So that's kind of interesting. This is Miss Valley's house. I don't remember what her first name is. I just remember them calling her Miss Valley. Maybe they never gave her a first name. I don't know. I have no idea what this says. Zieting? Oh, I bet it's in German. Or Dutch or something. Maybe Swedish? I don't know. It's one of those languages, because that's where the game is originally from. The people who make it. I don't remember where, but I remember in the second game, the Book of the Gordons, before you actually click on it, you can see it's written in a language like that. This is the priest's house, obviously. Obviously, that's just the church. It is interesting to see how... Oh, there's more of it up there. Again, I have no idea what it says. This one I think is really cool. It's kind of interesting to see, like, in some cases, how closely it actually resembles the finished product. And in some cases, it's vastly different than what you end up seeing in-game. Like, these are all pretty similar. Obviously, this looks a little different. But in here, you can actually clearly see what it looks like. I swear that first one looked like a panda. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but that's what it looked like. Or a koala's face. Oh, and there's actually a skeleton up there. I don't know if that's in-game. Oh, that's neat. I don't think that's in the game because I feel like I would have noticed that. Yeah, again, this is just the cage in the secret library. Obviously, this is the morgue. Yeah, I don't know the language that it's in, but my first thought is German, just because that's what it looks like. But again, I could be completely wrong. Actually, Let me see, while we're doing this, if I can figure out where the people who made this game are actually from. Yep, there's the Mori, and there's the Peds. Yeah, this actually looks quite a bit different in the in-game because there's a lot more junk here, and this is actually facing much more horizontally than it is in there, obviously. So I wonder if they have to do it because it's confusing to the player, or if it just takes up too much space. Like, it'd be awkward for the character to be standing right here or something. I don't know. Let's see. Black. Oops. Mirror. This is. Oh, it says that there is Black Mirror was rebooted, so it looks like that fourth one is just a reboot, and I don't see much reason to play it. It might be a lot better, but I played the original, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Oh. Says that it's actually in the Czech Republic. So this game was, like I said, I could have been completely wrong. So obviously I was. So this game was made in the Czech Republic. Interesting. So yeah, this is a pretty faithful one. This looks very similar to what we actually see in game, except for this actually isn't like this little like put together table. It's a safe, or not a safe. Sorry, it's a chest. This is really cool looking. I really like this picture. I mean, I think I like it just because it shows how giant the Black Mirror actually is by comparison with us. I think in game you don't really get that scale very well, but here you can just see it is gigantic. Although I don't think they ever really appropriately explained like how the Black Mirror came to be. Also, they never explained how Mordred just somehow managed to make a shade of an inanimate object. Oh, that's cute. Obviously, there's all of our friends and not friends. Also, I feel like her constant smoking was supposed to go somewhere, but it never did. Kind of feel a little let down by that. Oh, here's us being all moody. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of terrifying looking. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. Obviously, that never happened, and we already looked at that one. This is like an art room. This never showed up in game. I don't know where this is supposed to even be. Second story would be my guess. But I don't know. I guess this could have... No, because that doesn't make sense. They wouldn't have changed the tea room to this. That doesn't make sense. Because the tea room, pretty much still looked the same as it did from the first game. I don't know. Maybe... No, because none of the older art is in here. I don't know. I don't know where this picture is supposed to have come from. Oh, originally... Looks like originally they had the cafe where the museum is at. Interesting. Oh. I wonder why they changed that. I guess because they had to have Dr. Winterbottom in there. This is the inside of the cafe, but it's clearly from a different perspective. And obviously they moved some stuff around. These are so cool. I like these. These are really nice. It's nice to see where they originally thought things were going to go. Like, this is cool looking. I mean, I wouldn't mind exploring some of these places. Obviously, this is Barry's office. It looks a little different than it does in game, but for the most part, that's, I mean, because there's a big safe here, and I don't remember the TV being in there in game, but for the most part, it's pretty faithful. Obviously, I've never made a game before, so I don't know how closely they're supposed to follow these things when they're making them, because obviously the statues in this one have the heads, whereas in game they don't have any heads. I don't know what the reasoning for that is. But there is one thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was a picture, it was a video we had to get. It was one of the last ones I got. And if I'm not mistaken, Ralph is dead. I'll go through and I'll play that part for you guys so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. But I feel like they killed Ralph. But I'm going to go through and hopefully I can skip any of the ones we've seen. But there's a couple in here I don't think we've seen. Like, obviously Tom's Punch, like some of them we've seen. But I don't think these two we've seen. Because in order to get them, you had to do like these weirdly specific things. But they didn't seem like they were directly related. Because I think in order to get this one, or I think it was the Druid Dance, you had to go back to Ralph's shack, like right before you go into the hidden tunnel in the library, and then click on the door twice, and then go back and talk to Detective Spooner. Obviously, I was more invested in getting down there, so I didn't even think to go exploring anywhere. But I'm assuming that these are literally just the intro videos we've seen, so hopefully I can just skip right through any of them. Now this one that you guys haven't seen, because in order to get this one, you had to let the dogs, or the wolves or the dogs or whatever they were, that you meet relatively early on, you actually have to stand there and let them kill you, which I didn't think to do. Because I get... Okay, yeah. Okay, I can just hit escape. Perfect. Alright, that's just her intro. Oh, that's just her. That's just the lady in white. Oh, that's him killing... That's him killing Matt in the thing. Oh, that's him killing Victoria. I don't know if we saw that one in game. Oh! It's a lot shorter than I was expecting. It's just the Barghest attacking us. So yeah, in order to get that one, you had to just stand there and let the things kill you. Obviously, my first thought wasn't, oh, I should let them kill me. It was, get the hell out of there. So that's what I did. That's just the creepy animation. Also, I've noticed something. There's clearly, looks like Bates in the background there. So if Bates is following them that closely, why does it take him, like, the amount of time it takes him to get to them down there, right? Like, presumably he had to come through the same chimney I fell through, right? Like, because there's no way for him to have gotten down there otherwise. Because obviously this was not something they would have known when they made the first game. But there's no way for him to get down there. Samuel would have had to have let them in there, and there's no way he would have done that, right? Or it probably would have been mentioned or referenced in the first game. So why is he gone for long enough for this kid to figure out that he has to slash his hand open to open the door to let his sister get that close to the Black Mirror? Also, they never fully explain what it is at the sister, what happened with the sister and the Black Mirror. It's very weird. And again, obviously, when they made the first one, they weren't thinking that these other two were going to come afterwards. Yeah, this is just going to be more of this crap. Thankfully, it doesn't last long. That's just him getting hit in the head. Alright, hey Phil, what's up, bro? Oh, I love that. Oh, there you go, Ralph. Pepper spray? Oh, that's right. I forgot we got pepper sprayed. I forgot about that one. Painting. Oh, that's the lady in white. Okay, or the white lady. Tom's Punch. Now this one I know you guys haven't seen, for me at least, because I didn't get it in the main game when I was playing through. You had to poke a hole with a stick that's in like the rock before you drill holes in the rock to get down to the black mirror. You have to poke the hole with the stick, which I didn't even think to do. Alright, this is just him and Matt hanging out. Matt and that little raven are just being friends. There's me just spelunking down there. Now, I don't know if it's this one or the other one we haven't seen, so hold on one sec. Oh, okay. So we saw that one, we haven't seen this one. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's not this. I feel like that was well worth the effort just to get that. What the hell? Is this just us getting ready to jump off the tower? Okay, yeah, that's all that is. Alright, there's the exorcism, which obviously we've already seen. That, which we've seen. Well, I guess you do get a pretty good scale. I don't know, I feel like the painting does a much better job. The end. Final bonus. Oh! Oh, no, that's just them fighting, but there's no sound effects. Oh, yeah, I didn't mute this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't mute that. There's just no sound to it. That's funny. Okay, I really like that. So yeah, there are like 3 or 4 that you can miss because you don't get them through like the usual modes of gameplay. You just have to go out of your way to get them. And obviously these were all, you know, whatever. And this is just big head mode. So I'm going to see if I can... Where was I at? Because I remember saving right before doing it. As you can tell, I went through I saved quite a lot. I went back through. I got 54 saves. Let me see if I can find it. No, this is just the one where you have to get attacked. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is also kind of just silly looking. Yeah, so you just have to stand here.
I better get out of here fast if I don't want to get mauled.
Watch how slow... Look how slowly these dogs approach. This game really gives you a lot of time. The game is quite forgiving on that one. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to show you. Oh, man. If I didn't save over it. Oh, yeah, and it's strange. In order to get the big head mode, you have to take a picture of Bobby while he's in the water. Which is not something I would have thought to do. Oh, man, did I save over it by accident? No. Okay, so it's right here. So this is the thing that leads me to believe that Ralph was killed.
Someone's broken the door and been axed by the look of it. Damn. Looks as though Tom has been here. Ugh. God damn it. There are some things you just don't want to see. I'd better get out of here.
So, I had no control over this part. He just starts walking on his own. As you can see, I clearly was in the middle. Alright, I left right after I had the cage down. I apologize if the sound effects are weird or if my voice isn't coming through as clearly. I turned up the volume on my stuff when I was playing by myself.
Rain, go away. Tomorrow will be a rainy day.
Damn.
Then comes the snow. Don't you know?
Ralph? That you? Ralph!
I was only playing with him.
Ralph! What happened? Am I hearing voices of the dead? Or was that really Ralph?
So that's all there is to it. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they murdered Ralph. And you don't even know they've done it unless you do this thing, unless you go through to find that video. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they killed Ralph off, which I don't understand why. Unless the only other thing I could think of is when you finish that, if you go... Oh, maybe they killed each other. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip ahead of my thought there. After this, if you go straight to the police station, which is what you're supposed to do to get the video, and talk to Spooner, you will tell him that if he's looking for Tom, after the rain dies down, he needs to go to the shack. But Darren just said that he was thinking that he was hearing the voices of the dead. So I'm thinking that Tom and Ralph may have killed each other. I don't know. But why kill Ralph off? He's like the most innocent character you could possibly have. Weird. I don't understand what the point of that decision was. Huh? Either way, that's all of the extras. I mean, obviously outside of the big head mode, but that's nothing special. It certainly doesn't add any replayability as far as I'm concerned, because nothing else is different in game. You know, so as I said at the end of the previous episode, I did really enjoy the game. It's not great by any means. It's no masterpiece. And this one certainly feels like it was less of a murder mystery or a puzzle game. This felt much more like one of those novel games. As it felt like what I said and did had, or I felt like I had less ability to interact with the world physically. Also, I feel like I feel like the story got very muddled by this point. It's not very cohesive anymore. The first one did a good job. It told its story, and that was that. The second one really started to muddle things, just because, they obviously want to keep the story going, and in order to keep the story going, things have to get more convoluted. That's just how it is, really. So, as I said, not a bad game, just an unnecessary one would be my thoughts on it. Because Black Mirror 1 wrapped itself up rather nicely. You know, you went through as Samuel, you found out what was going on, and you put an end to what was going on. That kind of felt like the end of it. The second one felt unnecessary, but at least it felt like it was following like a story that you could like. It didn't have so many plot holes in it, but this one feels kind of very plot holy, I guess. Not a whole lot seems like it adds up, and like they were really stretching for a game at this point. But I guess at the end of the day, I had fun playing it. I hope you guys had fun watching it. So this will just be the little extras thing. If you want, I mean, it doesn't really add anything lore wise. It's just if you wanted to see what the extras were. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.